We must make sure that from now until the end of days, all humankind stares this evil in the face, that all humankind knows what this evil looks like and how it came to be. Some people say evil of this degree is incomprehensible. Some people even say that the word evil is insufficient to describe the Holocaust. What we saw there was the image of the inferno.
I had a good life, just like you have a good life. I had a father and a mother and a brother and a wonderful family, and my father was well-to-do. We lived in a beautiful place, and we went on vacations. We had all the good things life had to offer, just like you. And then suddenly, everything changed.
The Nazis did come into our house, tore all the books out of the library that we had, threw all our furniture out, everything, took my father and threw him in concentration camp.
2 sisters and 1 brother were put into a line that I saw was going into the train. So when I saw them go on the train, I ran for the train to get into the train with them. They're pushing me back. I don't understand it. They were taking me directly to Auschwitz and were gassed.
I rode in those cars 4 times with no food, no water, no facilities. And when we arrived at the destination we were going, about 30-40% of the people were dead already on the train.
My aunt was pregnant when she was picked up, and she did have that baby in the camps. It was February 1st. She said, my son would have been 30 years old this morning. They took the baby from her, and it no longer existed.
The Nazis began a very formidable process of separating the wheat from the chaff, of marching down a path and having to choose at a juncture. The left road might lead to the gas chamber, the right road to back to the camps again. That's where my grandmother met her fate, and the fate of so many other people who had to choose each week whether they lived or died.
In those days, if you turned in a Jew and you were even Jewish yourself, you may have been a member of the family. In this particular case, a first cousin turned us in for a loaf of bread and 1 more day of life. And this is what she was doing for a living.
The people who carried out the tasks, who transported the Jews, who put them to death, who watched them in the camps, these were your neighbor, these were your cousin. These were people that are just ordinary citizens. And so what it showed was that good people can do terrible things.
I've lost my parents, 2 sisters and 1 brother in the Warsaw Ghetto. And I got out with a sister and a brother, younger brother. They went to another Logic ghetto, and I went to the camps. And I'm the only one survivor. I think about it every day when you lose your family like this.
It's not comfortable to reflect back and imagine what humans do to other humans. And with every generation that passes, the strength of the story, I think, diminishes. And that is very horrifying because this should have changed the course of humanity.
There are a lot of people who are capable of hatred, and we as a species cannot go on like this. We have to get beyond our ability to destroy each other.
You cannot afford to be a bison. You have to be an upstander. You have to stand up and fight the scourge that is about to engulf you. And you have to recognize it.
Whatever I can do today to convey to all of you who are listening to me now will give you hopefully a better understanding of what Auschwitz is, what it was, and hopefully never will be again.